When was the last time you used a virtual assistant to help you solve a problem? Was it a good experience or something a little more frustrating?
The best thing about a virtual assistant is when users can use it and accomplish what they need to do.
That's Andrew Freed. He's an expert on virtual assistants that are powered by IBM and Watson Assistant.
Everybody has an experience where they've called a system and it says,
"Please listen carefully as our menu options have recently changed."
that's so infuriating to hear because it's never true. The options changed 3 years ago, and even so, I haven't called you in 3 years, so it doesn't matter to me.
So what makes a good virtual assistant? Most of the complications occur when a virtual assistant can't comprehend the set of tasks being asked of it.
Computers think in ones and zeros, and people think in terms of words. Natural language understanding is ultimately helping to bridge that gap, getting the words into a format that the computers can understand.
With Watson Assistant, there are 4 main algorithms working within virtual assistants.
We have intent detection, entity detection, irrelevance detection, and autocorrection.
Let's talk about intent detection. Well-trained virtual assistants are capable of processing not only the request, but the overall idea.
Let's say that you've forgotten your password and you're trying to log into the system. Well, you may say, "Hey, I forgot my password." Or you might say, "Please reset my password." Or you may just say, "I can't log in, what do I do?" All 3 of those things, they're different words, but it all means the same thing. We're all going to the same place.
So no matter how it's phrased, the AI helps figure out the intent of the request.
That's the best part of a well-trained conversational AI, that you can say it the way you want to say it and end up with the right answer.
Another important algorithm is entity detection.
Entity is closer to a keyword approach. I look at it as something that sort of modifies the intent. So if we think about what time do you open, you can take that for the entirety of a store, but you might also ask, what time does the pharmacy open? And what time does the deli open? And each of those departments could be used as an entity that sort of refines or delineates that intent.
But not all requests are going to be full of appropriate keywords. Some might not even be requests at all.
There's lots of irrelevant phrases. Sometimes users are going to get really frustrated with your bots and maybe they'll start swearing at it. And you can also detect this.
Irrelevance detection helps the virtual assistant recognize when a request is wildly off topic and can redirect the conversation back into more relevant territory. Using IBM Watson, IBM's virtual assistants come trained with content relevant to specific use cases.
Behind the scenes, it's taking everything that you've trained it as things that you handle, and it's doing some math to figure out, well, if I see something that doesn't match any of this, it must be out of scope.
The 4th critical algorithm is one we're all very familiar with, autocorrect.
If you make a typo, the bot should still understand you. Particularly if we're using a mobile phone and we're typing into it, I can't type more than 3 words right in a row. A bot shouldn't punish you for a spelling mistake. It should be able to react to what you meant.
With these algorithms working behind the scenes, virtual assistants are advancing.
The field is continually changing. We're seeing better ideas coming out of all sorts of different groups. I love this technology because when it works well, it's amazing how much time and energy we can save with this.